Hello and welcome to Epic Fantasy Gaming. I'm Joe, here with me is my co-host Dan.
Hello and greetings.
Yeah, here we go. This is where I want to live. What a bold-faced lie.
I mean, didn't she say during the Green Hill arc that she'd like to go to school there and live there?
She also has said that she wanted to go back to Kiara with Joey. So, she's lying.
Or fickle.
Yeah. Or both. This is just a brief rest. Starting tomorrow, we'll have to fight again. Or you could send the enemy flowers. Who knows? That might actually win over Luca Blight. Fight again? Well, let's follow Shu's advice. And, it's like, what are you whining about? Fighting. It's like, this is a freaking war.
Yeah, and
she's gonna whine. You know she is. It's what she does. And I'm gonna whine about her whining. Man, that's really dumb. Oh look! The child Ryu's doing a great job raising, only for Joey to take credit for and then probably boink. Because he's a sick pervert. Yes, I imagine Joey just as the worst human being imaginable.
And here Nanami dumps Polygon Ryu.
As usual. An interesting idea. But what about the expeditionary force? It's not as if the entire army is loyal to me. Particularly Kiba and his son are more loyal to the king than me. Actually, Kiba's kind of disproven that. Kiba's proven himself to be a disloyal arse of a man. Who's loyal to Kiba. I mean, like the whole Two River incident. That did not and then there's the whole fact that the Ryube massacre, and he hasn't slipped a word to Aguirre. If he was really loyal to Aguirre, wouldn't he tattle on Luca?
Yeah.
Instead, he's scheming with him and going behind Aguirre's back and lying to Aguirre.
It's no wonder she wanted to get rid of him.
Yeah, maybe that's why Shu actually had him killed later in the game. Oh, spoilers. He sends Kiba on a needless, pointless suicide mission. Maybe maybe he was trying to get him killed so that he wouldn't have that traitor in his hair. Plan to handle that. So, yeah, Leon is really the brains behind Joey Atreides.
Well.
I'd be an embarrassment to the Silverberg family. You already are, Leon. You're a failed strategist.
At least Shu can say he's a dropout and has no experience.
Yeah. Now, the problem is, Leon could not even figure out how to massacre a harmless village. Remember the Kelika incident? He needed to ask Mafia how to do it. Mafia said, well, it's easy. You just do it this way. Now, admittedly, Mafia was foolish for thinking it was just talk, given Leon being stupid and bloodthirsty. But, you know, we all get our stupid moments. Leon just happens to have it stretched out throughout the entirety of his 60 years. Terrible news, terrible news. Everyone's gathering in the square. Please tell me they're going to kill you. The terrible news is really, this isn't the square. This is the castle meeting place. The square would be like the town square.
Well, it's
appeared in Rada Town. Has it been occupied? Right there. You have Shu. Seems to have appeared out of nowhere. You have Victor. Seems to. Has it been occupied? I get the feeling Victor's basically going, listen, you incompetent dunce. Has it been occupied? Have they been sighted beforehand? Like, this is your job.
Seems to would imply that
you don't know what the situation is.
You'd need to send out scouts to truly.
No. But if they can occupy it before we receive our next report, they are a formidable enemy indeed. No, they're using a small force to take it. So it's not Solon G after all. It's the third company. Okay. Shu, just... I'm washing my hands of any judgment towards him right now because... Well, not all any judgment, but like... I'm not going to discuss his stupidity. Victor, you can't have Lord Ryu do such a dangerous thing. Yeah, like you haven't had him do similar crap already.
Sending him to the Lion's Den to deal with Gerudo.
Yeah, then there's the whole thing with Green Hill. You didn't have a problem sending him out into the Lion's Den there. Like, Victor's just talking about scouting. Essentially, okay, I think it's at this point that Victor has started to train Ryu in how to be a leader, in how to soldier. Well, not just simply soldier, but like, I should say, how to lead an army. It's like, okay, I'm going to have Ryu lead the scouts. I think what she was really offended by is, wait, what are you doing? Are you trying to teach him how to fight and how to lead? Yeah. You can. I need my brainless dead figurehead. I'm not traveling there.
Agreed.
They're here. School of Highland soldiers.
Let's go inside.
I'm surprised Kiba has not massacred this town already, given his track record so far. I mean, he did happily help butcher Ryube and try to butcher all of Two River. And Two River has a much bigger population than this joint.
The main reason why this town is kind of significant is because...
It's a crossroads between South Window and Muse.
And Toron.
Yeah, kind of.
Listen, from today on, this town is under Highland rule. Anyone who steps out of line will be punished by Highland law. Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please.
Sorry, he's okay. But that means our lives are... The people of Muse were all devoured by a monster.
Nothing but silly rumors. I, Kiba, Lord of the Fur Company,
These
totally...
people are idiots.
I'm grateful! If the war would only end, neither the state army nor the Highland army would make a difference.
That's very telling about the way the city-state was run.
Yeah, particularly this state. Kiba obviously knows it's not just a rumor. I'm sorry, but Gerudo knows the truth. Mikladov knows the truth. Every Highland... Okay. The Highland upper command probably has figured out what's going on right now. Because Joey said, I don't really want to talk about it in front of all the commanding officers. The problem is, or even how to kill, like me wanting to kill a Garrus. But here's the thing. I would argue everyone in that war tent already knows this stuff. The reason why Joey said, let's talk about it in private, just you and me, is the logic, plausible deniability for the other officers. Essentially, it's an uncomfortable situation with them, and there are guards present. You don't want guards around when you're talking about treason and devouring and selling people's souls.
Yeah, this is when I think they should have gone to Highland to kidnap Julia.
Well, not just simply here, but like...
I know, at the beginning, but...
Yeah, this is when it would have made a difference. Did they spot you? What? Why not? Oh, look, the dunce. So we meet again, Lord Ryu. It's too bad, but Lord Joey isn't here. He's at our capital, Illinois. The wedding between him and Jillian Blight should be taking place right about now. No, the wedding doesn't take place till later.
Why not have your guards surround him?
Well, Dan, you're asking for Klaus to actually have a strategy. Dude's a moron. Like, he didn't even go into the Necklard arc, or the Neck Junior arc, as we'll call it, because there's no way it's actually Necklard. The Necklard Junior arc with any kind of plan. He basically just said, I guess we talk to Jess, then I guess we, go through a secret passage to end up behind. Listen, do you have any plan to fight his army of zombies and him or not? No, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just here to ask Ryu if he wants any allies from the base. I'm sorry, but Klaus did nothing. Ryu does everything in that story, along with Jess and Hauser. I know they don't exactly do a great job, Jess and Hauser, but at least they tried to do stuff. Sorry for the hiccup there. which I can't say the same for Bloody Klaus. He's a disappointment to everyone he's put in. Okay. 2.
For a trainee blacksmith, he sure is good.
Well, yeah, originally we could only get up to level 6 with him. But now he's trained up to, I think, like level 12. So he's really good. Mm-hmm. We're near the end of the game, so it's natural they kind of give us access to, you know, higher level weapons. Now, I don't think Jillia and Joey end up married till after, like right now. It's not until after Agears is dead. And, like, it begs the question, why would Joey kill Daddy before the wedding? When he could have her come to his bed willingly. Now, you know what I actually think? Agears objected to the wedding. But on the other hand, I also think that Joey didn't want her to come willingly. Bear in mind, there are some sick perverts who get off on raping a woman. Joey's one of those guys. Like, sure, Lucia and Nanami came to his bed willingly, but I think he deep down wanted to try it out. He's a sick pervert. He's like William Hamley from Pillars of the Earth. She can handle her liquor, let me tell you. She even beat Victor in a drinking contest. Her liver is shot. And I wonder about that. I truly wonder about that. I don't know if I believe that. Although that said, my suspicion is Richmond passed out long before he saw the conclusion of the drinking contest. Although there's no doubt she could probably drink, so like look under the bed. Or whatever. Yeah, we're done with her. So basically what he found out was essentially a whole lot of nothing. Luke. Might as well finish his secrets. Basically, this entire scouting thing is basically, like, there's a whole lot of nothing that just happened just now. Just covered this with just they invaded Rada, whatever. They were just fishing to give Kiba and Klaus a scene. They're trying to build up a freaking arc. We don't need a strategy. We just need to attack. Oh, this is physically painful to watch. Wait a minute. I don't want to miss our chance. What chance? Dude, you just said I don't have a strategy. I'm just going to charge. Proving my point about him. He's a dropout. Alright. Just checking this out. You know what? We've not arranged this yet. I think this is...
Default. Everyone in reserve.
Yeah. No. No, you... Everyone in reserve. Go away, you slut. She kind of is one. Okay. Obviously him. The reason I want to be able to choose where everyone goes is with the idea that I don't... Like, I want to take the time to arrange this. Hope you don't mind.
No, this is a very fun,
thing to do. Too bad it's basically worthless because we don't actually control. Just saying. I'm just whining. Anyways, if you have any ideas for where I should go, let me know. I'm thinking Hannah over Ryu.
Okay.
13 right there. I want him with 13 attack. Heavy armor. slow him down. He's infantry. Archer. Okay, actually. Young, cool. I'm gonna put him over here. Okay, hold on. Actually, Tai-Ho instead of Hanna. We lose Ridley for a while.
Yeah.
Actually, I want this. Victor with
Yeah.
cavalry. I want him on horseback, not on foot. Let's get him on horseback.
Flick is already on horseback.
Oh, okay. I thought he was put on foot. Actually, put him on horseback. Sorry, I just figure since we don't have any other mages,
Mm-hmm.
we might as well. For you, I want Gilbert to be able to move quickly.
Yeah.
Gilbert can be pretty useful. Maybe with this.
Where to move April?
Maybe on Flick.
Sure. That.
Okay. You know what? Really already has critical. Beef up is critical. Yeah, I'm cool. Go with him. Lead Psy. It's not that Psy matters.
The fire spears are useful.
Well, that's the only thing that matters with him. Yeah, this is about the best I think we can do. Yeah, we need Ryu top-notched. Wait. Whatever. We have Luke on horseback. Because we want him to move quickly. Oh yeah, Flick. Okay. Now we go in. We don't need a strategy, we just need to attack. Oh gosh. Matthew is turning in his grave.
Yeah, but then again, it's Kiba and Klaus. You don't need a strategy to take him down.
Still, I kind of feel like you should still do it. Come up
Yeah.
with one. I wouldn't have it any other way. I love a good challenge. It's what keeps me going. Says the guy who wants to massacre a defenseless town. And who's massacred nothing but defenseless cities. What's the difference between Raud and Kiba? Except that one's old. And guy's butt whooped by Kengaku 30 years ago. Bear in mind, the only generals that are noted as having won any battles in the previous war was Agers and Han.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Oh, I think this is the one where
Yeah.
Ridley betrays us. All we can do is move forward. At least characters don't end up permadead. And we bungled it. Ryu's super slow. I should have put a cavalry guy on him. Whatever. Now we wait. I hate this mini arc. It's not even a proper arc. It's a mini arc. Oh, you have to read it.
Lord Shu, I have a question regarding our troop deployment. May I speak freely? Go right ahead, General Ridley. Why is it that only the Cobalt units is being placed in the front lines?
Because that's what most of the army is. You're also in the rear guard, and you're in the middle, so actually, you're everywhere in the army. So I don't see what the complaint is. He just doesn't want to do any of the heavy lifting, does he?
Yeah, decisions about troop deployments are mine to make, and I expect you to follow them, General.
Sorry, he's actually a chicken, not a dog.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo. Oh, whatever. It's not like this is an actual battle. The reason I say that is just... Like, the minute we actually run into the enemy... Like, all my units are bunched up here. You're just to advance, and then the battle is a withdrawal. Why even have the battle if this is how it's... Like, if you're not allowed to do anything. You know what I mean? I just treat this as another tutorial mission. For all intents and purposes. And that really grinds my gears. We played through so much of the game. Haven't we kind of earned the right to have actual full-on battles and not have them... Like, okay, so Ridley's going to take off. Can we still fight the battle? For fun? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it puts you at a disadvantage. I don't care. I want to try my hand here. Right? Now, I'm going to ask you, like, you're going to backseat play. I can't hand this over, really, because the cord doesn't extend that long. We're still on a keyboard. Is that this guy?
Yep.
Okay. So Dan's going to kind of direct me here. We lost a unit, so...
have the
unit behind it, Victor?
Have the Cobalt unit attack the archer.
Okay. Now, because of the way this is, I'm not going to question any decision you make. I'm not even going to reply. I'm just going to go, okay.
Go to Ridley.
Mm-hmm.
Use a fire spear.
Oh, right. He has them. I forgot about that.
Well, the Cobalt units are going to, perish.
Okay. Nice. Oh, it didn't hurt it. Alright. Mind if I do move like this?
Rune.
Okay.
Bombard ability.
Oh. Him? Or just this guy?
Go for Kiba.
Okay. I asked because I just wanted clarification for your orders.
Was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Check out the rune situation.
Range isn't good enough.
Okay. Have Victor advance.
Here or here?
Sure, there.
Okay. Sorry if I asked for clarification.
Attack Kiba. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Have Gilbert finish the one guy off. Or not.
Or try. It's worth a shot.
Yeah. Flick advance.
Looks pretty good as a normal charging unit.
Yeah, the cavalry and the archery is just a bonus for him.
Yep.
Yeah, advance and advance.
Now we've lost a battle. See, this is just such... I want to actually play the level. We're not even half done. We can't even attempt to take the city. Go.
I knew we shouldn't have joined forces with the humans. We don't need to waste our precious few lives in this meaningless war. Order all forces to... Yes, Lord.
What's this?
What? A rift among friends? Good. Now it's our turn. All forces, advance.
Oh, so we do get to play it. Okay, I take back what I said before. I was wrong. I'm man enough to admit it. might still be able to take him. No. Oh, right. You have to lose the battle. Yeah, never mind. I take back my taking back of my word. There. Because the way they set it up, yeah, you do have to lose. I'm gonna see if I'll get victory since it's now my turn.
Yeah.
If I get one. They're probably not gonna let us have another turn. Oh, they will. Okay, I might withdraw Victor, but first off, I'm thinking cars. Come on. Okay. I'm gonna hold off on using him. Let's see. Nope. Gonna move him back. Right, shield. Sure, why not? Doesn't matter. Why would even bother? Yeah. I didn't use Lucas just up front. Why waste his magic on? Oh, you don't need it for me. Or for you in this case, because it's your turn. Gilbert's dead. Yeah, they're gonna kill him. Or he gets lucky. Right there.
Oh, look, Teresa doesn't attack.
Yeah, they're trying to get rid of Gilbert. I don't know why. Oh, actually, I could attack Road. Oh, except I can't because we're not fighting anymore. Yeah, like, I know we're not exactly in a good situation, but I'd still like a shot at taking out their leader. I mean, I could move Ryu up, move Luke forward. Yes, it puts him in range of an attack, but Luke could possibly kill him. Or I move Victor out of the way, move Ryu there, have Ryu attack Kiba. That's worth a shot. But we're not allowed any shots. Because, you know. At this rate. We've got no choice. Yeah. Could have won this battle. Oh, right there. Flick. We could have won. That sounds like Flick's life. We could have still won, Chu. And if there's any generals in universe, I'm talking pure storyline, who could have turned the battle around, it's Flick and Victor.
Yeah.
What about Lord Ridley? Bad habit has shown itself. You don't want to lose your... What is it? Okay, that line has... What's with the translation on Choco's line? It makes no sense. Without help from Two River, we can't match Kiba's strength. This is no time to attack Ridley. We need a strategy to weaken Kiba. Everyone get some rest. The rest is my job. Dude! You said, let's just attack. We don't need a plan. Now you're going, none of you think about plans. That's my job. No one steps on my toes here. Basically, you're too incompetent to get the job done.
The fact that...
A trained monkey. Actually, Iago from Aladdin has led armies better than this.
Yeah, the fact that even Kenneth made a comment.
The state's bad habit has shown itself. Like, oh man. I know I'm always on Camus's case, but like,
At least...
he did mess up, but at least here he's like, whoops. Oh, our bad habits. We have a bad habit of turning on each other.
It's no wonder they end up
But it's past. I'm pretty sure something happened to him in the Holy Kingdom of Harmonia. You're useless, Richmond.
But then again, it's Luke.
Still. Like,
I mean,
that, like, oh, something happened to him in the Kingdom of Harmonia. Yeah. We all know this.
it'd be more. It's more than some of the other detectives would be able to get.
Fair. So I think we have to actually go to the town, like to the town entrance, right? Nope. We go rest. Okay, no problem. But first, I want to go talk to Jean. Oops. Welcome to yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Good. Alright, we can gear out tight, but I'm kind of sleep 20%. Oh, damn.
Yeah, those
Wait, down, knockdown, 30% weapon. Does this actually cause down? Like, you equip it, you cause it?
I think so.
That could prove useful with Victor.
But you already put a weapon on his, rune on his weapon.
I thought it was you put it on his hand.
Look at down.
Oh, weapon. Yeah. Really don't want to put Titan on him. Oh, I'll deal 250 damage instead of 200.
But goes last.
Yeah. I'd rather find a killer rune.
Yeah,
Slap it on him.
because sure, it's not the clone rune that causes him to be unbalanced.
The clone rune would probably cause more damage.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm just looking for Rena. There. Darkness and Resurrection. Can you find me someone who actually is pretty good with Darkness and Resurrection, please?
Okay.
Interesting. I have no idea what that does. Taiho has a killer rune.
Luke, McDowell, Millie.
Millie's good with darkness.
Yeah. Pets America.
Okay, Millie's getting a rune.
Rena and Ryu are at Seas. Sid is at a B. Sierra. Stallion a C. Yoshino a B. There's a lot of C's and D's there for,
Yeah, I took off Taiho's killer rune to put it on Victor.
okay. As far as Resurrection. Chaka.
So Millie's highest magic is darkness.
See here. Millie's good at,
So it's a B for darkness, B for fire, B for all that stuff.
when does B,
Mm-hmm.
you have darkness, darkness, earth, fire, and lightning are at A's and B's.
I just want to know if it's an A for her. Darkness.
B.
And fire is A.
Yep.
Okay, we keep her with the fire rune. That's all I want to know.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Sure, I want to put the darkness rune to use on someone, but
Because people over B and A, there's Bob, Joey, Killy, Luke, Mavis, McDowell, Millie B, Pesmerga, Sid, Sierra, and Yoshino.
Yoshino has it at a what?
Yoshino is at a B. Yoshino, all of Yoshino's rune affinities is at a B, except for water. A.
Which is pointless.
Exactly.
Alright, I might slap it on Yoshino.
Mm-hmm.
Which means we do actually have to use her.
Yeah.
There, it's on her. Luke's at. We could have put it on Luke. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking of putting a Mother Earth rune or something on him.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to find a cyclone for him. Alright. If we get another killer rune, we'll put it on Gen or Hicks.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
Putting the warrior rune was the best idea we ever had for Humphrey.
Nina's good with a resurrection. Sid's a warrior.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards using Nina with resurrection.
Yeah.
Either her or Ryu.
I always put resurrection on Ryu.
Oh right, because that transforms the second spell into a resurrection spell. Because Yell.
Yeah.
And what's the final attack on resurrection?
Scream. It's heal all.
Yeah, you're right. Resurrection works on Ryu.
That's
Once we get the head, we should be.
That's why I like to put resurrection. It turns all the spell
have
slots
him as my-
into heal.
I will have him as my husband. Yeah, okay. In that case, you have my permission. This way, please. Is something between the knight, his king, and a witness only. Okay, so Gare's actually approved of the wedding. And, yeah, that's his gift to his wife. I'm gonna kill your dad at our wedding. I recognize the wine of fealty. Its taste is good. My blood is proof of my loyalty. Yeah, he basically turned his blood into poison. Added to my own, so too are you added to the lifeblood of the Highland army. In service of the Highland Kingdom, and the Blight Royal family ask you to... He was already dying. He has to be. No poison is that quick.
Exactly. Agreed.
Call the king's physician.
Yeah. Nah. It was poison. So you were planning. But how? Yes, it was difficult. You're a hard man to reach. You don't even take a sip of water without having it tasted first. But now I finally managed to rid myself of the last weight around my neck. You kill your father with your own hands. Ha! You old fool! How dare you call yourself father? You couldn't protect your own wife. You're a coward who made peace with a country of dogs. What are you saying? Who did nothing when my mother and I were callously dishonored? Who was trembling on the throne when we were finally saved by the royal guards? This is your punishment, old man. Your sentence is death. All that remains is to wipe the unclean ones off this planet. This world must be cleansed. Stop it. What about Sarah? You have no right to utter that name. Well done, Joey Atreides. So, you were the last knight to swear allegiance to a Garrus. That was a brilliant idea. Drinking antitoxin daily, and then poisoning your own blood. That makes no sense. Father? Open your eyes, Father! It's useless. His breathing should have already stopped. But, brother, you didn't. Why do you cry, Julia? That person wasn't your father.
Okay. Yeah, wasn't her biological dad. Obviously, the only thing I could derive from the scene is obviously Joey raped her later. Which, do we really want that for her character? Let me think. No! Like, come on. And of course, Shu still doesn't have a leading plan. Like, I don't mind that scene between Luca, Joey, Jillia, and Aguirre's. No, it's an interesting one. In terms of lore and whatnot. But now we return to Idiot Hour. Just saying.
Have you come up with a... Okay, Mr. Everyone's here. Well, Mr. Strategist, have you come up with a plan?
Explain the situation. It's headed for a castle. It looks like a frontal assault like before.
He's a one-trick pony.
Will be divided into 4 units. You're giving Sai a unit? Essentially a weaponsmith. Hey, I know you're a blacksmith side, but yeah, go out there. Not to mention he's using Ryu as basically bait. Yeah, there's an ambush here, but what about Raud's unit?
Raud won't do anything.
I disagree. Oh no, wait. Yeah, okay. No, I don't think Raud's in the north. I'll have to check. Oh yeah, he is. Okay, we'll just watch for a bit. Remember, if you mess this up, it might hurt my career too. But bear in mind, essentially, Shu's counting on one ambush unit down the south. What if the northern unit advances to attack him? Essentially, he's cornering his own unit. His own, like, leader. This guy really has no idea what he's doing. I think a drunk monkey. I think Bender could come up with a better strategy. Oh, this... Yeah, and people are probably going to say, like, no matter what Shu says or does, you're just going to disapprove, Joe. Yes, I will. I own that. I disapprove of every military decision he ever takes.
The only reason why this plan essentially actually worked was because of Raud's stupidity.
I disagree. Dumb frickin' luck. But I'm also going to suggest another thing. Why go out and confront the enemy army? You have a navy. Go in, like, have them attack the walls of Dunan. You've rebuilt the walls. Castle walls are there to take attacks. You then transport your units around to retake Radat and to basically attack them from the rear like you did Solanji. Like, you could do either or. But I'm just saying, like, go for Radat. And once you break through Radat, there's no one really on the Muse border side really defending that area. So you could just retake Victor's Fort and then advance onto Illinois directly. And Luca, who's basically mostly focusing on the Muse, northern Muse area in this war, and has that as his center of command, it will be pretty much forced to play to your tune. The thing about this war is Shu is dancing to Luca's tune and to Leon Silverberg's, not forcing them to fight him on his terms. He's fighting them on their terms. That's why it's nothing but frontal assaults here. He's trying to out Luca. And out Leon. Leon, give the signal. You didn't even line them up down there. Oh my gosh. He's a total buffoon. He didn't even arrange the ambush properly. How did he bungle this one up?
Ooh, Shu or Kiba?
Well, no, Kiba's... Yeah, okay. Kiba's not inspired loyalty in Raud, so he has bungled that up. I'm not blaming that on Raud. It's actually the command
if
officers.
Shu messed this one up so badly, this could have been the opportunity for Kiba, like,
Yeah.
But
Kiba did not send a messenger to Raud saying, hey, what are you doing? I need you. Get over here. So I'm just saying, yeah, Raud's at fault, but so is Kiba. Kiba should have called in his northern unit. He could have boxed in Ryu.
Yeah.
And the Dunan army. Or overwhelmed them. You know, like, just back these guys up. But Like, why are some of my units all the way over there, not even in the battle? Oh,
How the hell?
man. Maybe the best thing Joustin could do is execute Shu in this war. Because, like, a trained monkey could do better. You'd never see Seto Kaiba screw up like this. Because he's a dreamboat. I'm joking! I have to crack that joke. Actually, no, I can't advance him. Quite yet.
Advance him.
I'm going to advance him here, but I'm not going to attack.
Yeah.
My goal is to knock out his other units as support units. Ooh, that's not cool. They should clear him up. Or all my units are completely useless. Kiba didn't attack me. So he's a coward, he won't attack me. He'll eat healthy units. I think he's gonna go for Victor. Yeah, don't even use them. Don't even touch them. Like, get it. You're not doing anything. Dead? Victor will be fine. We can't defend against them. Why are we talking about defense? We're on offense! Let the enemy worry about defense and you worry about offense. Is Shu really so incompetent that he can't keep his troops' confidence up? And I just lost Victor. I don't know how that happened, but whatever. It got me. Yep. Was attacked by the enemy. Must be joking, eh? Victor was wounded, but he's not perma-dead.
No.
Because you don't perma-die. I'm just checking in just to make sure. That's one. If this doesn't damage Kiba, I don't know what will. I can't beat Kiba. Next turn, you get to decide. I got Victor killed, or wounded, I should say. I'll fully own that. What a stupid move. Crush them. Protectorate. Why are Victor and Flick the ones who are panicking? They're the trained soldiers. Are they panicking on purpose? To disorganize this battle into a loss? Plan worked. Ah, yeah, so it was all part of a plan cooked up by Shu and Ridley. You still should have entrusted the plan to Flick and Victor and a few others.
They're going...
Shu did not entrust any plans to any of his subordinates. The only one he seems to trust and like is Ridley. This is going to cost him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just more proof of Shu's incompetence.
Alright, that guy... No, wait, not that guy yet.
Attack this guy?
Right, go for Teresa. Yeah.
Okay, good plan. Good job, Dan.
Alright. The...
Move, kill
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. The southernmost Cobalt.
Attacks Mage.
Yeah.
If this is the best plan, actually, this plan has another problem I just thought of.
Fire Spear.
Yeah, I was thinking just that. Isn't this a bit like by putting Ryu in this situation and having the enemy inflict as many casualties as possible on the jousting army? Doesn't this make it a bit of an expensive plan?
Yeah.
Why do you... Like, that's 2 battles Shu risked a lot of manpower on.
Have Luke use one of the runes?
Mm-hmm.
Lightning magic on Kiba. Alright. Yeah, I suppose we could try and eliminate that guy.
Accomplished nothing, but was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Enter.
Yeah.
But, like, I do think that he should have had a bit more faith in his troops.
Yeah.
Because this actually ended up proving... Actually, is Shu trying to thin out Victor's mercenaries? And some of the Matilda Knights in his ranks or something?
Who knows?
Like, I'm trying to find the logic behind the disorganized mess of an ambush, and then relying on a second ambush unit like Ridley's.
That's something that, yeah.
Like, well, it's brilliant. How? Like this.
Move to. Oh, it's your turn.
Because you have to slip your units in behind the enemy. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm actually going to blame Raud now for my turn. There's no way Raud didn't see the Cobalt units moving in behind. So essentially, there's no way you could hide your second ambush unit. But if that's the case, you might as well set up a... Like, this plan would have worked better had all the ambush units been together in that little neck of the woods right down the south between the mountain and the forest there.
Yeah.
But instead, up here, where we're on defense, and where, like... Oh, let's first sacrifice some of our men to die so that we could give the Kobolds glory. I think maybe Ridley genuinely ran away in the last battle, but Shu ended up approaching him and going, okay, you know what, I'm sorry. How about we do it this way instead? Victor's men will take the... Because Flick, Victor, Tsai, that means it was Victor's mercenaries. How about they take the brunt of it and they might die? Like, how would you feel about us letting Victor and his mercs die instead? Oh, well, that sounds nice. And the reason I'm supposing that it's the worst possibilities and the most incompetent possibilities is it's Shu. He's bungled everything up so far. And yeah, there's no way he had planned Ridley's betrayal or desertion.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, what if the state army decided to call for Ridley's head as punishment? If he had truly planned it, he'd actually have to say, yeah, okay, you guys can have his head if things don't work out. I'm just gonna have an attack. We're basically whittling at him. Like, I'm not trying to always rage with not Ryu, but with Shu, but it's like, there's no logic behind any of his plans. Oh, Gilbert did it. Oh, and Gilbert was supposed to lead a unit. That's right. I'm finished. What is the 4th company doing? Oh yeah, just a minute. Haste makes waste after all. Lord Luke complain. Yeah, well, you disobey him.
It's like, oh, prepare for...
He has grown much since then. Maybe physically, but not mentally. Like,
Cause
oh man, this and the last battle were such messes. I think Shu did end up approaching Ridley between the two battles. I'm like, listen, how about I rearrange the Vanguard so that Victor takes up the Vanguard? Most of the Vanguard, ironically, the best soldiers in this army are probably the Tauron mercenaries, but I think probably most of them got slaughtered in this battle. They did get slaughtered. I say decapitate them. A military genius, yeah, who's bungled every operation up to this point.
The fact that...
Shu, you came up with a losing strategy in the past two battles. Klaus somehow lost to a losing strategy.
And the fact that...
You free them and accept them as our allies. But they've betrayed everyone they've ever known. They betrayed Agarus, they betrayed Luca, they betrayed... I owe allegiance. Yeah, right. Yeah, so much allegiance that you plan to do him in alongside Luca. Because, frankly, oh, well, we're just going on a hike to Ryube. We're also going to bring 2,000 men and our swords along with us.
Typo.
Yeah, too easy. I know the fans are going to cling to the just end this from Kiba scene. But remember, he was happy to slaughter all of Two River. And Two River has way more people than Ryube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. King Luca. What do you make of this message? They're trying to make this seem like Klaus is a genius because he's able to figure it out immediately. Oh, King Luca Blight. I mean no offense, but Bolgan over here is basically going, oh, so the old king is dead. No, even Bolgan could probably figure this one out. This is not a genius, no genius. You don't need a freaking genius to figure this one out. Sorry for starting there, but this writing is so bad. What? Klaus, don't be so careless.
Where does that line come from?
Yeah, I have no idea what it means. Don't jump to conclusions? Is that what's supposed to... Oh, whatever. They were drunk on the job. Could destroy Highland as well. Like Akiba even cares about Highland. He's a feudal baron. He cares about his own lands and his own glory. It is a warrior's shame to change masters, but I'll take that shame. Wait, but you changed masters from Agarus to Luca earlier. Now you're changing it to Ryu. I'm sorry, but dude, you've changed bosses so often. I'm having a hard time keeping track who you're working for right now. Okay, Lord Starscream, I mean Kiba. Nah, Starscream was at least a little more loyal to Megatron. No, he actually did more for Megatron's war effort than Kiba ever did.
Yeah, it's sure, all Megatron needed was to catch a cold, and,
Megatron has fallen. But Kiba's even worse. It's like my Lord King is still alive. But his son is calling for us to betray him by breaking a peace treaty our Lord is very attached to. And, yeah. I'm actually going to propose an alternative theory. The marriage... Remember, Kiba was not happy about the engagement, because it's not marriage, engagement of Jilia to Joey. Clearly, he was hoping to marry Klaus to the princess, and then off Luca, take the throne, while his son take the throne. The problem is, Agarus saw his ambition coming and said, yeah, no. But the thing is...
Sure, I would have preferred Klaus over Joey.
Yeah, that's where... I think Agarus was trying to let his kids make up Jilia's mind for them. 10 years ago, he ran into some kind of trouble at the shrine. I don't know the details, but someone told him to keep his mouth shut about it. What shrine? But okay, a shrine. It's probably in Harmonia. Alright.
That set's hilarious.
Yeah, I know. That's why I chose it.
Yeah, because eventually Richmond's like, screw this, I'm not investigating her anymore.
Can you blame him?
Yeah, because he essentially says he got teleported all over the place.
Yeah.
And him going missing is him more...
Trying to, like, working on getting back. Gentle and love outside. Feel good on fur. Aww. Ah, Sheena's here to fix all the problems of this army. Fine. Damn it, where did that jerk go? His legs must be as quick as his hands. He groped her. I think that he pretty much pulled her to bed. But, yes, that was close. Things blow over. I think I'll go hide out with Victor and the others. That was awfully convenient.
I mean...
Like, why would he just say that out loud for Ryu to hear?
Yeah, and it's awfully convenient that...
He chooses to show up now, right as the city's... Like, right as all of the Victor's mercenaries have been massacred, and there's only a few troops left. Like, now that, essentially, the jousting's about to lose, because of Shu's incompetence. I truly think Kiba and Klaus's head in this playthrough, like, they should have had their heads pulled off.
Yeah.
They're just going to betray again. Or lead to ruin. Shu is gathering around himself very incompetent officers and sacrificing very competent ones and very competent troops. I think Victor and Flick did right to Lupin complaining and going, yeah, we can't fight this war. Why? What about your mercenaries? What mercenaries? Most of them are dead. He killed them to appease Ridley. Oh, Sheena, get going. And Sheena basically rushed in going, okay. Well, Sheena was probably the one who forwarded the message to a messenger for Victor and Flick. But I think Sheena probably went, okay, I gotta hurry over, because Pops is not gonna love this one. Because bear in mind, I think he's basically the guy, he's the go-between and the spy, like you said. Ryu, we've been looking for you. Where have you been? Even Lord Ryu needs some time for himself now and then. After all, he's still a young man.
What?
Where did that line come from? No, like, here's the thing. He's basically saying, oh, maybe he was out skirt chasing. It feels like it's like, maybe he was out skirt chasing. Hey! That's your cue! That's clearly planned. That's a nod to Sheena. Sheena skirt chases all the time rather than attend to his duties. No, the sweat drop. There's a moment. Victor's basically going, he's late. No, I don't think he's intimidated by Shu there. He's because Victor just flicks Shu on the face. Shu runs crying. The thing is, Victor's clearly meant that as a cue for Sheena. Him and Sheena probably had fun coming up with a cue for Sheena.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, well, you must take every precaution to ensure your safety. The army would collapse without your leadership. Let's move on to today's briefing. Please begin, April. The Dunan army now commands nearly 25,000 soldiers, which is roughly equal to the size of each Highland army company.
That's a lot more than I thought.
Same. But the problem is, a good chunk of those are Ridley's troops. And they lost a huge chunk of their mercenary troops.
Mm-hmm.
Lost 2/3 of its forces in yesterday's battle, but the remaining companies could easily overwhelm this castle. How so? You have your walls built up. Even a madman could keep those walls forever. Especially since you have high ground, they have low ground. I'm sorry, 50 guys could protect those walls from like 30,000 men. It's historically been done.
I know.
If we are to survive their attack, it is imperative that we bolster our own forces. Tinto is fortifying its borders but won't reveal its intentions. Okay, Fisher, why are you bringing up Tinto? That's like, hey, guys, the guys at the grocery store are currently shopping. Yeah, okay, what's your point? Okay, can they kick Fisher out of the room? We don't need his incompetence. Get him out. Greenhill is under Muse. I'm sorry, but Muse soldiers. They're what's commanding Greenhill. Matilda hasn't changed its position, and Tinto is ignoring this. Other allies to turn to. This could be the end? It's obvious Victor's trying to signal to Sheena, like, oh, come on. Oh, clearly he's a young man. He was getting late. Sheena. Shoot. Glares at him. Yo, Victor, where the hell is Sheena? Now here, this is obviously him going, there's no other allies to turn to. You know, like the 4 dots. That's clearly him going, this could be the end? Like, I think Sheena's just, like, waiting. And Victor's just getting frustrated. We're running out of time. Yeah. Once you get... Yeah, Luca Blight, if he was really a brave and bold general, would have attacked by now.
Yeah.
Luca is a timid guy. He's not going to attack. No offense. Given how long they've been fighting this war against him for the past few months, they should have actually managed to figure out how Luca thinks. They haven't figured it out because they suck, or at least Shu and April suck. Go.
Looks like you need to ask my old man for help. Who the hell?
No guards, like you said. Victor clearly dismissed them.
Hey, April, how've you been? You look more womanly every time I see you. Ruff, who are you? Well, let's just say that I'm an old friend of April's.
April, I thought you only slept with Shu. You're telling me she might have slept with Sheena, but he would have been at least 15 to 16, and she would have been in her mid-20s. You disgust me. How dare you presume to say such a thing?
I thought she was younger than that.
No, she's in her 20s. We could send Richmond after her. After, Vicky.
Okay. Still playing hard to get. Hey, April.
I still think he slept with her.
Yes.
It's very evident from...
We're in the middle of an important meeting. You and she, Ruff, can reminisce when we were finished. Now, please leave immediately. Hey, hold on. Listen to what I have to say. My father. Ridley, please wait a minute. There's a serious business. Ruff. We hardly need the help of some trespassing punks. Ruff. Old man.
He's not thinking about how the fact the guy slipped past two of your guards. Clearly, they're probably two of the remaining guards from Victor and Flick. Or they're not even at the doors.
And the fact that April... Now, wait a minute. Get your paws off me. My dad's the president of the Tauron Republic.
Yep. Water down the wrong hole. Sorry.
Yeah, right. No, please wait. That part is true. He really is President Lapin's son.
Now who's the idiot? Still Ridley.
See, I told you. Hey, Flick, Victor, how's it going?
Like he just saw them.
Like, a very...
Not, oh, you nearly died and I haven't seen you in 3 years. It's like, hey, how's it going? It's been a few days. He's not even covering up the fact that he's met with them recently. And that he was essentially invited by them.
What's the Tauron Republic?
Chaco, you just... Clearly the level of education in Dunan is pitiful.
It's a new country south of the city-state, I think. Established after the state's perpetual armed enemy. Overthrown by the...
Although I heard that it was McDowell. The hero who vanquished Barbarossa was expected to take the throne. Yeah.
Allying with the Tauron Republic certainly isn't a bad idea.
Flick and Victor did not answer Sheena when he said, hey, how's it going? They haven't said a word. I'm just gonna assume that they basically suddenly intimidated Shu. And let him know, yeah, you're doing this.
Freed, get your priorities straight.
Now, real quick, Ridley ditched to get a higher position in Dunan. I actually think Victor and Flick are in danger of doing that as well. And that Shu's kind of worried about Victor and Flick basically walking out. Because the problem is, he has betrayed them several times. He's publicly humiliated and reprimanded them. I'll be honest, Nobunaga treated Akechi Mitsuhide, Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa better than how Shu has treated Victor and Flick. And the thing is, I think they're pretty much subtly intimidating Shu, going,
and
yeah, we're gonna walk. You take the Tauron deal.
Focusing on the Dunanian side of things, Camus and Mikladov would go with the Tauronians.
Yeah, because Victor and Flick are the only ones who actually want to go on offense.
Because
and have actual military experience.
And aside that, all...
How can you think of cooperating with such a vile nation?
That's why the Scarlet Moon Empire was destroyed and the Tauron Republic was created. Jeez, these Tunanians.
Yeah. Not to form an alliance. What do you think?
Let's form an alliance. I think it's a great idea, but how are we gonna get to Tehran? We took a boat to Highland.
Yeah. I crossed them 3 times. The mountains. 3 times. When?
It's like, sure, one can theorize after the Necklord arc in Suikoden 1.
No, I would have. The one time has to have been. No, you didn't cross them during the Suikoden 1 arc. He would have crossed it after Suikoden 1. He has to have crossed it back, and then crossed back into. Or does he mean back and forth 3 times? I think that's what he means.
Yeah.
So if he crossed it back and forth between Dunan and Tauron, or the Muse area and Tauron, why? Garrus, I was almost killed in the process. Flick's teasing there. Their Brokeback Mountain Bros bond lasts forever. But the thing is, there's so much suspicious here about Victor, Flick, and Sheena.
Yeah, and
Clearly, Dupin is playing 4K chess and has essentially ordered Victor, Flick, and Sheena into action here.
yeah.
Or like, basically, get them to come here to me. I want them to surrender to me.
And
Enough of this nonsense.
Shu's essentially read the room and it's like, all I have to rely on in the end is Ridley.
Yeah, and it's essentially, if I don't actually go along with this plan, I'm a dead man. And you know what? I'm not terribly...
Sheena.
Okay, we'll bring him. I'm not terribly attached to half this army, almost. You know what I mean? Like, to half the people here. Alright. I must beg a favor from you before we go to Rat. Can we stop in South Window? But I must see it once before we depart. I want to see it one last time before I die. Oh, that's probably what he's thinking. Can we just chop off Freed's head alongside Kiba and Klaus? I'm getting tired of him.
Ridley first.
And Ridley. Like, I'm not a bloodthirsty guy by nature. But,
Freed...
Watch out for her teleport. Okay.
It's like, Freed shouldn't be in high up. He's a bureaucrat.
Yeah, not to mention from South Window, which you don't even command most of their forces. So, not to mention he's kind of needless. In the grand scheme of things. Well, at this point he's kind of pointless. Because unless you're planning to retake South Window, what's the point of carrying him in your, like, having him along in your team? Okay, I'm gonna ask, do you actually want to train Ailey? Or, like, or not? Because I don't really care about using her or not.
Because I know I've used her before. She's
Same.
pretty...
She's pretty good. Just looking through our options. Obviously, we'll bring him.
Yeah.
Maybe we should bring in the Brokeback Mountain Bros.
Yeah, we'd have enough for one in the front line.
Oh, you're right. We can only bring one. So, do we want physical offense with exertion route or lightning route? Kind of vote Victor.
Yeah, same.
Yo! Alright, she has an Earth rune. We already have an Earth rune.
Yeah, we need to figure out a better one. I'd say...
I'm kind of voting towards Lena and sharpening
Yeah.
up her dagger.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact we're going to use her later, but Ailey I don't know because that fire rune. I want to use Ailey though. I do want us to train her at some point, but I'm just wondering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Actually, you go here because I don't know why not your. I wish we could put Freed in the convoy.
Agreed. Let's go see Hilda.
Oh.
In.
Yeah. Yeah. Next, we're gonna teleport to.
South window.
I was gonna teleport us to Cuscus to sharpen up Marina's weapon.
Oh, okay. Guess it is.
But before that, we will save, and I don't think anyone really needs to see some of that arc. So we're gonna leave you off here, guys. So like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification.